about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, and they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And this will be taken at the 13. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now this defense for the Bengals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they go play action now. Burrow. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff?
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
There you go. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 11. They'll give Fournette another crack. Oh, he bowls over him. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.